We got guys. Apologies for the lateness once again, but I'm here and got lots to talk about. Especially as now Brian Mbeumo has finally been confirmed as gone. Deal has been agreed with United, and he's going for 71 million. We held out for that, which I'm glad. I'm glad we did. We made sure we didn't get, held to ransom or whatever, or we stuck it out. We made sure we weren't bullied like we have been by other clubs. I won't mention them. They know who they are. For our players, so I'm glad we got the big deal. The amount we needed, and the amount he was worth. At 71 mil. Really am pleased. Obviously, I will get onto that very soon. And obviously, want to talk about who's replacing him. I think the main one target we're after at the moment is Amari Hutchinson. But obviously, I'll go into that in a little while as well. And a lot talking about Wissa as well. And another player we're actually looking to sign, hopefully. Well, apparently we made an offer, I believe. But anyway, I will get into all that very soon. I want to quickly go through, there's some other news to do with the club. As we all know, we got new investors. And I'm going to bring that up now and talk about that. And here we go. Brentford welcomes new investment. Brentford welcomes investment from this day, and Marv as businessman Gary Lubner and filmmaker Sir Matthew Vaughan become minority shareholders of the club. Chief Executive John Varney, together with our new investors, we have a shared ambition for continued growth. So together with our new investors, we have a shared ambition for continued growth and to thrive in the world's most competitive football league. Through their investment in Best Intentions Analytics, BIA, the holding company for Brentford Football Club and Merida AD, the club is pleased to welcome British philanthropist and businessman Gary Lubner and British filmmaker Sir Matthew Vaughan as minority shareholders. Of course, Matthew Vaughan, or Sir Matthew Vaughan, does made those Kingsman films, as we all know. Directed them, great films, brilliant. Like them both. Obviously, you got Kingsman and you got the Kingsman and Kingsman. I think it's the Golden Circle. And of course Kingsman. I don't know. Did he do Kings? I think he done Kingsman as well. The sort of like prequel to it all. Anyway, Matthew Benham remains the club's majority shareholder, having taken full control of Brentford FC in 2012. South African-born Gary Lubner, the founder of This Day Foundation and former chief executive of Balron, brings more than 20 years of investment and philanthropy expertise to the club. So Matthew Vaughan founded Marv, and he's one of Britain's most successful independent filmmakers. Well, we go, it says it there, whose films such as the Kingsman franchise, Kick-Ass, of course, another one, and Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, brought him international acclaim, brilliant. The new investment reinforces Brentford's ambitions for continued growth on and off the pitch. Equity and financing from the new shareholders will not only enable greater investment in the squad, but also great enhanced commercial opportunities and help grow Brentford's reach and impact locally and beyond. Brentford will remain under the majority ownership of Matthew Benham and the day-to-day control of the club's leadership team, including Chief Executive John Varney, Director of Football Phil Giles, and Chair Cliff Crown. This investment follows a successful 24-25 season for Brentford with a 10th place finish in the Premier League. Having achieved a promotion in 2021, the club is now preparing for its 5th straight season in the top flight. Brentford Chief Executive John Varney said, "This is an exciting time for Brentford. The club has enjoyed significant success in recent years, and this investment will build on that progress to help us continue to challenge in both on-pitch performance and off-pitch commercial growth. It is vital to us that any new investors understand and reflect the values of our club. Since we first met Gary and Matthew, we have been aligned on how they can make a positive impact. They bring different but complementary expertise, and I'm excited to see what we can collectively achieve." Matthew Benham remains a committed majority shareholder who has brought the club an incredibly long way in a short space of time. Together with our new investors, we have a shared ambition for continued growth and to thrive in the world's most competitive football league. We thank our fans for their loyalty and support as we keep driving the club forward. Brentford is committed to positively engaging with its community to provide support for those who need it most via programmes delivered by Brentford FC Community Sports Trust. Together, these investors will bring not just funding, but expertise and networks that will enable the club to further strengthen its community offering. Gary Lubner said, "I am a strong believer in the power of sport to build and unite communities, and I have been hugely impressed by the values on which this great club has been established and continues to thrive. Brentford stands for more than just football. Its commitment to community, integrity and social progress reflects the values I care deeply about. I'm proud to support a club where success on the pitch goes hand in hand with meaningful impact off it, especially through the incredible work of Brentford FC Community Sports Trust, which changes lives every day across West London. I look forward to helping grow and develop this work and contributing to Brentford's continued success on and off the pitch." So Matthew Vaughan said, "My journey with Brentford began 25 years ago when an actor suggested it would be a great club to invest in, and I've followed their progress ever since with well-earned respect. Some years later, an agent made the same suggestion, and so I went to a game, and it was the most unique, intimate and yet epic match I had ever been to. As he showed me around the stadium and introduced me to the brilliant owner and exceptional management team, all I could hear was the voice of the actor who first told me about the club echoing in my head, saying, 'You should have listened to me. It would have been much cheaper 25 years ago.' Yeah, there is a uniquely universal respect for this club and in the football world, and I too share in this admiration deeply. So here I am embarking on a new chapter of my life where I will give my all to help build on the amazing foundations that have been laid on and off the pitch." In February this year, Matthew Benham transferred his shares in Brentford into a newly formed holding company called Best Intentions Analytics. This change in ownership structure has enabled the club to secure investment opportunities. Notes here, confirmation of Gary Lubner and Sir Matthew Vaughan as directors of Best Intentions Analytics BIA is subject to Premier League approval. Best Intentions Analytics BIA is the holding company for Brentford FC and Spanish football club Asociación Deportiva Merida. The investment into BIA has been made via this day, which is controlled by Gary Lubner and Marv, which is controlled by Sir Matthew and Lady Vaughan, Claudia Schiffer. Yeah, of course they were at the game. She was at the game. I believe he must have been. I know she was definitely there at one of the games. It was great seeing her. Very striking, as we know. Still looks great to this day. We all remember her quite a few years ago. But she still looks amazing. And he's very lucky to be married to her. Well, she married to her. Sir Matthew Vaughan. And, that's great to see. New investment, new investors. we'll wait to see what they're doing with their investment. Is that going into the players, into the stadium, into the community? Where's it all going? That's what really we want to know. But it's great to have new investors, and we'll all be all the better for it, I think. Sorry, guys, just having a quick drink there. And be up to you, Luca. Yeah, hi. Be up to you, bro. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, mate. You okay? Yeah, cool. Cool, mate. Yeah. Not really happy. Obviously, we know Mbeumo was going, but unfortunately it's happened. It's been confirmed. And at least we got enough money. We got a lot of money out of it in the end. We held firm, and we got the big money out of it. So that's all the better for it, really. And let's move on now, and obviously to go into that now about Mbeumo. So I'll just get to that. The main one. Let's try and just want to, because I've got quite a few articles here, obviously, to do it. Right, let's go for this one. Try this one. And there it is. Manchester United reached agreement to sign Brentford's Bryan Mbeumo in £71 million transfer. Manchester United have reached an agreement with Brentford to sign Bryan Mbeumo after a long and drawn-out transfer saga, which it certainly was. At last, it's happened. At last, it's finished. And it's been a while, but we got the money. We've at last got the money. And he's going to Man United. Sad news, of course. Great player, great guy, brilliant, class player. But now we've got to find his replacement. And that's what I'll be talking about, obviously. There's one in particular, obviously, we're after at the moment. But obviously, I will just go into this first. And obviously, Mbeumo is going to be sadly missed from here, from the Bees. And United have got a good one. I just hope they don't waste him. The right-sided forward will join the Red Devils in a deal worth £65 million, with a further £6 million to be paid in add-ons. It comes 6 weeks after United launched their first bid for the 25-year-old forward. The Cameroon international is in line to become the Premier League club's second summer signing after Brazil international Matheus Cunha arrived from Wolves in a £62.5 million deal last month. Mbeumo had what most believe to be his best season since joining Leeds last year, scoring 20 goals and earning 7 assists across 38 games. His 23.7% conversion rate placed him behind only Liverpool's Mohamed Salah and Newcastle United's Alexander Isak in terms of conversion. He played a key role in taking Brentford to only their second top 10 Premier League finish. While Brentford will be loath to lose their talisman, the club has a history of investing money well during their time in the top flight. Mbeumo will need to hit the ground running in Manchester with improvement needed after the club finished 15th in the league last season and lost the crucial Europa League final to Tottenham, as we all know. So, right, there's that one. Yep, he's gone. And that's, well, it was a long time coming. At one stage, it looked like he may be staying. We thought that, possibly. And we're seeing now, though, how that will affect Wissa. There was talk he was going to stay. We sell one of these, the other will stay. But now there looks like it's talk he may still go Wissa, but we're looking maybe for a replacement for him as well. So we may be resigned to losing both. But that remains to be seen. He may still stay here, Wissa, but obviously I'll go into all that in a little while as well. Try and find another, the other article I've got of it. I think this will be it. Oh yeah, because it's to do with Fab Romano, of course. What he said on here. And here it is. Here's the article. Here we go. Brian Mbeumo to become Man United player as full agreement is struck with Brentford. Brentford forward Brian Mbeumo set to complete a move to Manchester United with an agreement between both clubs now in place. David Ornstein and Fab Romano have confirmed. Heading into the summer window, United made boosting their attacking firepower a top priority, following an extremely poor 24-25 campaign that ended with a 15th place finish and a dismal -10 goal difference. Alongside the search for a striker, United also targeted forwards who could seamlessly fit into the two attacking midfield roles within Ruben Amorim's preferred 3-4-2-1 system. The club identified Matthias Cunha and Mbeumo as the top candidates for the number 10 position. A deal for Cunha was promptly wrapped up, with United triggering his £62.5 million release clause. Work has since been underway to get Mbeumo's transfer over the line. The Red Devils had an opening bid worth a total £55 million, rejected earlier in June, as Brentford held out for a sum closer to what United paid for Cunha. A report covered by the People's Person on June 23rd then relayed that United had launched an improved offer for Mbeumo, totaling in excess of £60 million. There was optimism that this proposal would be accepted. Apologies, guys, it's got to clear my throat. This proposal would be accepted by Brentford, but in a shocking transfer twist, it was also rebuffed. But rather than pull out of talks, United remained in talks to try and find a solution that would be deemed acceptable by all parties. There were suggestions that a deal would collapse, although Amorim's side remained optimistic about having the 25-year-old in place by the time the squad jetted off to the United States for pre-season. On Thursday, Ornstein revealed that United had sent in an improved offer for Mbeumo worth £65 million plus £5 million in add-ons. It then emerged that there was optimism this latest offer would be accepted. Now Ornstein has confirmed that an agreement has been reached with Brentford. Ornstein wrote for The Athletic, Manchester United have reached an agreement with Brentford to sign forward Brian Mbeumo. After weeks of negotiations, a deal worth up to £71 million, $95.5 million has finally been struck. It compromises an initial £65 million to be paid in 4 instalments plus a maximum of £6 million in bonuses. Mbeumo, 26, prioritised United over all other clubs if he was to leave the GTEC Community Stadium, and the Cameroon international's transfer is now in the process of being finalised. Romano has corroborated this news, writing on X. Brian Mbeumo to Manchester United, here we go. Green light from Brentford and club-to-club agreement reached for a £70 million package. Contract agreed weeks ago with Mbeumo as he only wanted Man United move. There we go, Fab Romano there. Breaking, Brian Mbeumo to Manchester United, here we go. Green light from Brentford and club-to-club agreement reached for £70 million package, as I've just obviously said, as at The Athletic FC reports. After Cunha, Mbeumo next for #MUFC. Yeah, Mbeumo netted 20 goals for Brentford last season, all in Premier League action. Only Mohamed Salah, Alexander Isak and Erling Haaland scored more in the competition. Since he joined Brentford from Troyes in 2019, Mbeumo has been a consistent and dependable performer for Brentford. The 25-year-old posted a steady return in his first 3 Premier League seasons, recording 8, 9 and 9 goals across all competitions. Mbeumo is a thrilling signing in many ways, not least because he's already Premier League proven and won't require time to settle. He is poised to make an instant impact. Well, yeah, there we go. As I say, good luck to him. Of course, I didn't really want him to go and why he went there to United, but there we go. It's happened. So, got to accept it and move on. And we got to find his replacement. As I say, we're looking at one particular player at the moment. So we'll see. And be up to you, Manny, my friend. Nice to see you in here, sir. Be up to you, Manny. Evening, Steve. I really despise United because of what they've clearly done, clearly doing behind the scenes to fund their transfers. I hope and pray that you bees finish above them again this upcoming season. Well, I hope we do, but probably won't. New management, of course, got to take that into consideration. Yeah, maybe new. Well, we are going to get a few new players, of course. One or two more maybe leaving, as we know. Hopefully, though, we can do well again. I don't think we'll be top 10 somehow this time. It'll probably be bottom half. But I think we're still good enough to avoid relegation. I can't see that happening. I really can't. We just still got too much, decent players here, good enough players to keep us up. So I just think it's going to happen. I can't see us going down. And I suppose even if we do, we should be coming straight back up. But really, I don't want that to happen. I want us to stay in the Premier, of course. Of course I do. But it remains to be seen. New manager in charge, has never managed before. So it's going to be a little bit tough to start with. And, can he get through his first season, keep us in the Premier? And then he's got a season of experience in the Premier, which is good. And then we hopefully crack on and move on and get better from that. Apologies, guys. Just had another drink. Still fairly hot today. I'm a bit dry, so just had to have a drink. Anyway, let's move on. And when we're going to obviously what his replacement looks like it's going to be, well, I didn't think we were going to still go for this guy, but Amari Hutchinson is the one apparently we want. Because obviously we missed out with his £35 million release clause. We missed that. And now they want 40 mil for him. And it seems to be they still think the confidence is there that we are going to sign him still. And I think 40 mil is a lot for him. I think he's a very good player, quality player. And he was brilliant for the England under-21s. In that under-21s championship, he was amazing. I thought he was superb, but, is he really still good enough for the Premier? He didn't, I wouldn't say he was decent. He was good at Ipswich, but I wouldn't say he totally set it alight there. Pardon me. I think he could be a good signing. Let's get into this anyway. So just got to find that one. So I've obviously got a few more. Articles. Right. So let's go to this one. And I don't know, it's going a bit slow. It's the bloody, I don't know what it is, Wi-Fi or whatever. Bit funny. Not making me laugh, but still. Yeah, here it is here. Confidence Brentford will complete Mbeumo replacement signing despite release clause expiry. Sources there. Omari Hutchinson wants to remain a Premier League player and is confident Brentford will stump up the cash to keep him in the top flight. Sources have revealed to Team Talk. Brentford have seen a series of offers rejected for the Ipswich winger, despite the West Londoners meeting his £35 million relegation release clause. It's believed that as the bid was not cash up front and included a number of incentivised clauses, it could be rejected out of hand by Ipswich. That clause has now expired, having failed to be activated before the July the 15th deadline. Hutchinson is keen on the move, but Brentford are reluctant to pay as much up front as the Tractor Boys are requesting, as much as 40 mil. Here's a lot, I think, for him. Would probably, I think that 35 mil, maybe 30 would be ideal, but obviously they don't want that, they want more. However, a deal is still expected to be reached with Brentford targeting the England under-21 wide man to replace Manchester United-bound Brian Mbeumo. It was revealed earlier on Friday that Man United have agreed to pay an initial £65 million for Mbeumo, while the deal could reach £71 million through add-ons. Selling Hutchinson would represent a healthy return for Ipswich, who shelled out £20 million to bring him on a permanent basis from Chelsea this time last year. He scored just 3 goals last season and was unable to stop Kieran McKenna's side dropping back into the Championship at the first attempt. Along with Liam Delap, who has joined Chelsea, Ipswich are resigned to Hutchinson's exit. Hutchinson has attracted interest from Sunderland, but he wants to move back to the capital. He also believes linking up with Brentford will see him avoid a relegation fight under new rookie boss Keith Andrews. Andrews' arrival in the hot seat has been part of a summer of upheaval at Brentford. Thomas Frank left to take charge of Tottenham and Johan Wissa could yet join him. With Newcastle United and Nottingham Forest also keen on the striker. Well, yeah, getting into that very soon, of course. Captain Christian Norgard has departed for Arsenal, Manny. We know, yeah. We know you've got him. With Mbeumo next in line to officially leave. So you've got Hutchinson versus Mbeumo 24-25 stats. Could be a little bit unfair here on Hutchinson, I'm afraid. But, yeah, so what's that? Mbeumo played 42, Hutchinson 32. So Mbeumo more games, of course. Mbeumo, of course, more goals, 20 to his 3. It's very unfair, this, really. Mbeumo 9 assists to his 2. Minutes per GA, 521 Hutchinson, and Mbeumo, of course, 123. Dribbles completed, Hutchinson 119, 43%. Mbeumo 99, 53%. So I guess you can say he's had more dribbles, Hutchinson, and that, but still. And then again, Mbeumo is better with the crosses. Hutchinson 76, 21%, but Mbeumo 100, 23%. So it's better, I suppose. Well, it is a lot better, but yeah, he's been amazing, Mbeumo, as we know, incredible. I wasn't sure about Hutchinson. I really wasn't. I know he was superb, definitely in that England under-21s, but anyway, yeah, Manny again. Hutchinson would be a good buy, but if they're going to ask for more money, don't rush into it. He'd do well with a club like Brentford. Yeah, probably. Yeah. As you say, it's yeah. I wouldn't want to pay him anymore. To be honest, I think 40 is too much for him anyway. I really do. Yeah, I really do think that. Anyway, yeah, got more comments here as well. Yeti, sup lad, how you doing? Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool, mate. Yeah, too much crap being spouted about transfers and stuff. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, we've kind of resigned to losing half of our team at the moment. That seems to be the way of it. But there we go. Got to move on. Got to buy new players. Got to, it goes on. The Frank reign has gone. His reign here, all those years he's been with us, that's ended. Now we move on to someone else. Novice, you could say, in Keith Andrews, but you never know. He may just put it out the fire. He may just do something with us, revolutionise us again, and we might do well in the Premier. You never know. I'm ignoring most of it. Yeah, it's hard to. But anyway, sad what's happening with Brentford. To be honest, we are after Wissa now. Yeah, I know you are. Yeah. Well, it's not just you; it's Tottenham as well, isn't it? I think he prefers Spurs. Apparently, he wants to go and obviously play under Frank at Spurs. So, yeah, we'll wait and see. I guess we'll see what happens. But I'm hoping we're still going to keep him now. As far as I'm concerned, there was talk saying that we was going to keep him. If we lost Mbeumo, he's going to stay here. So, if that's changed, well, there you go. Anyway, we're going to go. I'm going to look at the obviously replacements probably for him now. Talk about that, and obviously this is one of them. Hold on a minute. Well, obviously, I will talk about this one about Newcastle. Of course, also after Wissa, they're another team. Also after him. So right, yeah. I think this has come up, I believe. Yeah, it's come up. Right. Yeah, so Newcastle United can now test Brentford resilience after £70 million deal agreed. Newcastle United have been interested in signing Brentford forward Jan Wissa this summer, but Manchester United's deal for Brian Mbeumo is likely to change things. Right. So here it is. Newcastle United's hopes of signing Jan Wissa have been dealt a serious blow after news that Brian Mbeumo is closing in on a move to Manchester United. It has been widely reported that the Red Devils have agreed a fee with Brentford for Mbeumo that could rise to £70 million. Such a deal has significance for Newcastle amid reports that the Bees will only sell one of Wissa or Mbeumo this summer. See, there you go. That's what I already said. They were supposed to only sell one of them. So if now we are going to sell Wissa as well, I think we're going to go back on their word. How can you believe these fucking tossers, Fucking pricks. They're saying one thing and now they're saying another. I thought we were keeping hold of Wissa, but now they could be going. It just doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound good. I don't like this. I don't like that. I really don't. Amari Hutchinson is a cracking player. Yeah, as I say, I like what I see of him, especially for England under 21s. He was great there. Under 21s European Championship. So, you know, he would be a good signing. But I'm not sure he's 40 million. Why, it seems a lot. And if they put it up even more as well, I hope we don't pay it. I really don't. I think we'll look elsewhere, to be honest. But still, right. The Magpies have been looking for a new striker to complement Alexander Isak and demonstrate their ambition ahead of a return to the Champions League next term. Eddie Howe warned after the 24-25 season concluded with a defeat to Everton that his team needs strengthening as he looks to take Newcastle to the next level. So far, the club has signed Anthony Elanga from Nottingham Forest for 55 million and Antonio Cordero on a free transfer from Malaga. There are also tentative links with RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Sesko, although his hefty price tag has already apparently put off Arsenal. And with former target Hugo Ekitike looking set to join Premier League rivals Liverpool, it looks like another top-flight rival in Man United could scupper Newcastle's move for Wissa. Chronicle Live reported this week that the Bees wanted 50 mil for the 28-year-old, who scored 19 times in the Premier League last term. But after losing Thomas Frank from the dugout and captain Christian Norgard to Arsenal, it appears extremely unlikely that Brentford will allow Wissa to go as well. Perhaps a substantial fee could change that stance, and yet would paying over the odds really be worth it for Newcastle? Under Howe, the Magpies have shown a sensible transfer strategy, and changing that by overpaying for one player would make little sense. Newcastle will be better served by looking at alternative targets and potentially revisiting a deal for Wissa in January or next summer if he is still needed. Yeah. So it remains to be seen if they're put an offer in. They might. That's possible. But it will be, we obviously want a lot of money for him now. It's going to be a lot. We're not going to let him go cheaply. And so we shouldn't. Like the same we didn't with Mbeumo. We can't let him go cheap either if we do let him go. And I hope we do. I hope we do get a lot of money for him. We want it. And there's no more, I think. Can't have any more bullying, So, yeah, remains to be seen. And there's talk about who we're after. Should he go, Wissa? And this is obviously one of them. Brentford identify Johan Wissa, £25 million transfer replacement as Newcastle, Tottenham and Nottingham Forest eye striker. Brentford have reportedly identified a potential replacement for Johan Wissa if the in-demand striker leaves the club. Brentford trying to keep Wissa, Forest, Spurs and Newcastle linked. Bees identify a Wissa replacement. What happened? According to Team Talk, Brentford are targeting Celtic forward Daizan Maeda if Wissa is sold this summer. I think I've been through all this already. I'm not sure this is going to happen, but I'll read it anyway. The report adds that the Bees have been in contact with the Japanese international's entourage, with the 27-year-old valued at around £25 million. 33.6 million by the Scottish Giants, $33.6 million, of course. And I like him, he's quality, he's superb. I just don't think he's leaving. It doesn't look like he's going to leave Celtic. I think he's happy there by the looks of it, settled there. I think they're in Champions League and so forth again. So why would he want to leave there and come to here where we're not in anything or not looking likely to win anything? You would think that. And I think it could be a lot of money for him, but will we be able to prize him away from Celtic? I'm not totally sure. He's quality. He's superb. But is he going to come here? That's the thing. The bigger picture, with Brian Mbeumo set to join Manchester United in a deal worth up to $71 million, $95 million, Brentford will charge a large fee for fellow forward Wissa. Indeed, the report adds that the DR Congo international is valued at $50 million, $67 million by the West London outfit. Newcastle United have turned to the 28-year-old after calling their interest in Hugo Ekitike, while Tottenham and Nottingham Forest have been credited with interest too. If Maeda does join, he will need to hit the ground running. Did you know Wissa, whose contract runs until the summer of 2026, scored 20 goals in all competitions for Brentford last season? Since joining from Lorient in 2021, he has 49 goals in 149 appearances. Maeda, on the other hand, scored 33 goals last term for Celtic, which is pretty good. That's still good. What next? It remains to be seen if Wissa, who has been the subject of multiple bids from Forest in the region of 20 to 25 million, 27 to $33.6 million, will stay at Brentford for the upcoming season. The exit of manager Thomas Frank to Tottenham may lead to an exodus at the Bees. Well, of course, yeah. We're expecting that. I mean, we've already lost Norgard to Arsenal. Now Mbeumo to Man United. Could Wissa go there to Spurs? Well, I'm hoping he's going to stay. It's going to be a really big sum to let him go, Wissa. It's got to be a massive sum of money if we're going to let him go. Because really, we should be looking to keep him now. Now we lost Mbeumo, but who knows? You worried about going down, losing Frank? Well, I don't think we will, mate. To be honest, I think we will stay up. I think we've got enough still to stay up. We may be down, maybe the bottom half this season. I don't think it'd be a top 10 finish again somehow. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle for Andrews. And with new players coming in, new system, new everything really. So it's going to be a tough one for us. But I think we're going to stay up. I really do. I think we're still too good to go down. But we may just have to compromise and just forget it for this season and just say we're going to maybe just try and stay up, and that's it. And then look at next season, the following season, to try and come back bigger and better, but we'll see. Anyway, Manny again, be up yet, Ian. I agree. Most of this stuff about transfers is a load of feces. Yeah, I'm just waiting for this all to be over and the football to start. Hope you're well. Yeah, we're all waiting for the football to start, mate. We're all waiting for it to start again. Definitely, bro. But it won't be long. Won't be too far away now. We've got the friendlies coming up. We got one very soon. I think it's next Friday. I believe it is, or next week anyway. So yeah, and then of course we've got QPR in August as well. Obviously another friendly there before the actual season starts. So be up, Manny, bro. Hope you're well. Yeah, and I'm going to go to the last article now. I mean, as I say, one last word I'll say about Wissa. I hope he actually stays. I want him to stay. But if he is to go, it's got to be a big deal. It's got to be a big lot of money, to let him go, really. So I just hope if whoever wants him will pay big. But anyway, to this last one. This is going to be a player we're obviously looking to sign. We've already put a bid in, apparently. Negotiations are ongoing. And it's this, where it says here, Brentford open talks with £7 million euros bid. Negotiations well advanced, Sport Witness. Brentford have joined the race for FC Basel defender Jonas Adjeti, I believe that's his name, submitting a €7 million bid to get negotiations started. That's according to Africa Foot, who report that the Ghanaian is attracting interest from Brentford, who have joined the race alongside Real Betis. They explained that Adjeti shone for Basel last season, managing 32 appearances in the Swiss Super League. He joined the Swiss club from his native Ghana in 2022. His performances, I've tried to do this and it's gone on to it this time. It didn't before, for some reason. But anyway, let's get to a bit more here. His performances have attracted the attention of European scouts, and an imminent departure can now be on the cards. He has already been closely monitored by Real Betis, but now finds himself in Brentford's sights. In fact, they have opened negotiations with an initial €7 million bid. Africa Foot report that talks are well advanced, and Basel appear to be open to selling the 21-year-old this summer. Adjeti's current deal with them runs until June 2028. But Brentford are now in pole positions taken away and to the Premier League. Now we would point out that Adjeti has already been linked with the Premier League, as 3 months ago Africa Foot were reporting that Manchester United had made initial moves for him. That came to nothing, and so we'll take this Brentford report with a pinch of salt as a result. But he may be a name to keep an eye on either way. Right. So it may or may not be true, this. Not exactly sure. This is it here, obviously. I'll try to bring you get a photo up of him as well, so you know what he looks like here. Try and get a photo anyway. Try and find one here. Sorry about this, guys. The Wi-Fi is a bit shit, bit slow again, as usual. Come on. Today. Fucking today. Do something. Fucking shit Wi-Fi. Anyway, right. Let's just get this up of him here. I mean, obviously, I've never really heard of this guy. I've never seen him play before. I don't really know. But he must be pretty special, must be good. Obviously, I think it's centre back, obviously. So, it would be good, to have extra up there at the back, replacements and stuff in the back. Let's get this one. Sorry about this, guys. I'm trying to get a proper photo up of him here. Let's get to this. Try this one. Oh, that's shit. Apologies, sorry guys. I'm just getting this photo up, obviously. Here we go. Right, here we go. Got it at last. And there he is there. Swiss-based Ghanaian defender Jonas Ajete has become a transfer target. Well, this is obviously Spanish La Liga club Real Betis. Obviously, they're after him as well, but as well as us. So, ahead of the summer transfer window, the Andalusian side is keen on strengthening their defensive ranks and has reportedly submitted a €4 million bid to secure the services of the promising defender from FC Basel. Ajete, who has been a standout performer for the Swiss Giants this season, has attracted interest from several European clubs. However, Real Betis appears to be leading the race for his signature. But if we bid more than them, if it's true, then naturally we are leading the race. But if you can believe that, what it said. He's only 22, I think it says there. Another young player. He says he's a talented centre-back, has impressed with his composure, tactical awareness and ball-playing abilities, making him a valuable asset for any top-tier European club. Sounds good. Could be another good one if we can sign him, if it's going to happen. If it's going to happen. We don't know for sure. So it remains to be seen, I think. But anyway, I think that'll be the last article there, guys, to talk about and topic. I'm going to bounce very soon. Right, so let's just go into a few more comments and then I'm going to bounce. Did I read this? Yeah, no, I didn't read this one. Manny again, yeah, all good, mate. Looking forward to what could be another exciting season. Yeah, should be. Let's hope. Yeti, yeah, it's going to be interesting. And Arteta has the players now. If he don't get nothing this season, he has to go. Exactly. He should have gone a while ago, I think. Let's be honest. Yeah, here, says Manny. Yeah, what are we offering for Wissa? What we're offering for Wissa is an insult, to be honest. Yeah. Well, it is. You're not going to have him for that. I'm sorry. You're not going to get him for that. No way. It's going to have to be a big offer, I'm afraid. We're going to let him go. But anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce and it's been a good stream. A little bit delayed again, and apologies for that. Obviously, had to talk about it, especially Mbeumo leaving now. We knew it was going to happen. But it was when it was going to happen. It seems to be dragging on. But 71 million we got now for him. That helped towards this replacement, whoever it's going to be. Looks to be at the moment Amari Hutchinson. I guess it could change. Who knows? But I don't think we should be held to ransom, held over a barrel, bent over a barrel for him. To be honest, really don't. Let's. I mean, 40 million, that's still too much. But if they put up even more, no, I think we should try somewhere else. And if Wissa does go, it's going to be a big lot of money. And we've got to find a proper replacement for him as well. So all the money we get would be great, And Mel's in here. Big up to you, Mel. Nice to see you in here. Thank you, my friend, for coming in. Good evening, all. Yep, good evening. Pretty much nearly finished, though, Mel. So you're a little bit late, I'm afraid, but I'm going to be finishing up. But yeah, it's been interesting so far, this transfer window. I'm going to be doing a buzz stream very soon, so we'll obviously talk about it and go into it a bit more. And see who's getting the better deals, who's doing well, who's done the better, bought the best players, who's got, going to have a good season with the signings they've made and so forth. And should be a good debate with that, obviously that'll probably be, I don't know, maybe next week. I might do the Buzz one next week. As well as probably one of these again, one or two of these probably. Obviously keep up to date with all the transfers for the Bees. So if we get new signings in, a replacement, anyone else leaving, obviously I'll let everyone know. I'll do another stream. So, but it's been all good, and I really enjoyed it. And I will move on and go very soon. But follow me on Insta, Mr. B for Life 182, and subscribe to Mr. B Hive Football Chat. Mr. B chats England cricket, guys. Please keep doing that. Smashing the like, subbing if you're new. Up to about 143 subs. Please keep that going up. That'd be great. It's been a long while coming. I'll get to that 150 eventually. But hopefully it'll keep going up and keep getting these subs. It would be great. But anyway, guys, please keep watching, and your support is always welcome and appreciated. But for the time being, guys, I'm out of here. Until the next one. Cheers, everyone. Thank you. Bye.